Hello, my name is Thomas Cordwin, and this is going to be a live demo of forged feedback using Burp Suite. I'm using Docker to host the Juice Shop website, which is an OWASP GitHub project made to represent an online store with many vulnerabilities present. This website is commonly used to practice finding and taking advantage of various vulnerabilities found in web applications. I'm doing this presentation on a Kali Linux virtual machine that already has Docker installed. So to start the Juice Shop service, I simply need to run this command, and that's going to run it and host it on port 3000, and it's going to go ahead and grab the whole project from right here. And while that's loading, I'm also going to go ahead and get Burp Suite opened up because we need Burp Suite opened up to be listening. I'm also going to be using Mozilla as a proxy to forward all the packets through Burp Suite, and Burp Suite's going to also in turn be listening to the proxy on Mozilla. So now we see that the server is listening on port 3000. We're opening Burp Suite. I'm going to skip this update. I'm just going to open a temporary project for this presentation, and I'm just going to use the Burp Suite defaults and start that up. One other important thing to note is that when you start Burp Suite, it has intercepts on. So it intercepts all the packets it can, and it doesn't let any of them pass through. So I'm going to be using a proxy through Mozilla. So I'm going to go over to my proxy tab here, and I'm going to make sure that intercept is off. So it is letting the messages pass through. Now on Mozilla, I've already got the tabs opened up, and if I load this, it isn't going to work properly. It's going to go off of defaults, and it's not going to be hooked up to Burp Suite quite yet. I need to go over to manual proxy. It is on, so I was wrong. It's on my manual proxy, and I set it up to go to port 880, which is what Burp Suite listens on. So that sends all the traffic there, and in turn, Burp Suite listens on port 3000 so that we have a good communication and I can intercept all packets. So go ahead and hit OK, and then I come over here, and these are some previously done ones that I did in testing. But we have our website hosted here, and if we go over to Burp Suite, we can see that it is recording all the traffic going through my web browser. So now that we can see the stream is recording the traffic on the website, I'm going to go ahead and execute this forged feedback on a review. That's what my target is going to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the Apple Promise item on their website. I am logged into an account that I've already created, and we can see, it'll load, we can see that it's got no reviews, and I'm going to leave it maybe a bad review and say, I thought it was bad. And I'm going to go ahead and submit that review. Now we can see here that there is a review from my account saying I thought it was bad. So now that that traffic, that post to the website has gone through the proxy, it will show up in our Burp Suite here. And if we come all the way down, it's going to be this put right here where we requested to put that up. And if we make this a little bit bigger, we can see that it's got the message here. I thought it was bad, and it even gave the author. And then it looks like it has an authorization token for my account so that it knows it's me. But if we want to dig in deeper to this, we can actually send this over to our repeater tab and resend this request after we alter it. So I'm just going to click on that, send it over to the repeater, and then it pops up over here letting us know that's where it went. Now inside this repeater tab, we can alter anything in this put packet, and we have the option to send the packet again. So if I'm trying to figure out what is required for me to post this here, I would assume it's the authorization token that we're seeing right here. So if I am to delete this token completely, that I would assume is going to give us an error. So I can resend this, and the server actually returned a success rate to that put. So if I go back over to the website and I look at it now, I'm gonna have to reload it. There's 2 reviews, and it says the same thing because I just reposted the same review, which is interesting because we deleted the authorization token, so that shouldn't have worked, right? Well, maybe it's the cookie that we have in here, but the cookie status was dismissed when I opened the website, and you think maybe it's this continual code or this IO. So what if I delete all of those and I try it again? So we can see we actually get another success response from the website, and just to double check, we should be able to see if it added a new review. and we can see there's now 3 reviews here. So what this tells us is that with the HTTP packets that are being sent to the server, it's actually not verifying anything. There's no verification status on the website. It's not testing that it's a user. So then we can ask the question of, can I alter this? Because I'm logged in at blah@gmail.com, so maybe the website's still saying, well, that's who's logged in, and that's where the request is coming from. So the last way to test this would just be, can we alter this to say Donald Trump is the author, and he's just going to say, I am the great man to live, apparently. Well, that's something he would say. And let's go ahead and send that, and we get a success. But now let's see what it posted on the website. We got another review, and it looks like Donald Trump left a review on Apple Promise saying that he's the greatest man to live. So that is a forged feedback request using Burp Suite. It allows you to catch the packets and play around with them and resend them over and over, and this allows you to find the vulnerabilities because now we know that this requires no type of authentication. And you could also say, okay, maybe it's this authorization bearer, but I'll go ahead and delete that, and if I send it again, it still gives us the success status. So it's clearly not trying to authenticate on the back end anywhere. This would leave the website open to possible SQL injection. If there's no verification, I could just edit this and have it send in a nasty script. And it also cross-site scripting, which this is a form of cross-site scripting since other users would be able to see this if they logged in. So like if I log out now, I guess this is the best way to show it, is if I'm completely logged out of my account and I go back to Apple Promise to any other user that opens the website, they're going to see these reviews. So in short, that is how you do a forged feedback testing with Burp Suite.